Hey guys, I'm Danielle
I'm Bobby.
and welcome to our channel. We are making videos about roaming around in different places that we go, and we've been to a bajillion places in Florida, but right now we are living in Cape Coral. So we thought we would make a video about Cape Coral for all the people that have been trying to move here, maybe considering it and are just not really sure. So we want to talk about like the good, the bad, and the ugly about living in the Cape, because it's not all bad, but it's not all good also. So right now we are on Chiquita Boulevard heading south. So not a whole lot to look at, just kind of churches, houses. Let's see. This is probably one of the biggest churches in the Cape that a lot of people do go to, Cape Christian. Very popular with young kids. So if you have families, they got a lot of good stuff for kids. There are, let's see, what's coming up there? The
That's
gallery.
like a
retirement. Okay, yes, because so basically Cape Coral's average age for living here, let's see, it used to be like 38, but in the past 5 years it's gone up to like I think the average age is 48 now. But I think that's because of the pandemic and when everything was closed and everybody was moving here, and all the snowbirds, of course. So if you don't know what snowbirds are, those are the people that come from up north, and they come here every winter so they can enjoy the weather. Now today the weather's not so great. Typically it's pretty sunny. We don't really have a whole lot of days in the winter where it looks like this, but last couple days it's been a little gloomy, but still the temperature's 77, so you can't beat that. So there's a snowbird right there. Where are they from? Missouri, yeah. Lots of snowbirds from, where are they from? Ontario.
Oh yeah, Michigan,
Ohio,
New York,
yeah,
New Jersey, some.
Ohio, yeah, a lot of them. New York, New Jersey. So during the wintertime the traffic is usually really bad. Summertime it's great.
Michigan, a lot of them.
A lot of them are from Michigan, yeah. But this is basically kind of what it looks like. So Cape Coral is like a grid. So it's kind of like a big rectangle. So right now we're on the outskirts on Chiquita. So we're gonna go all the way down Chiquita South to where it ends, and it ends into the water. So it ends into the Caloosahatchee River, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Caloosahatchee.
Yeah. So we'll drive to kind of a really nice spot. It's a marina, and it's a little bit of a resort and some restaurants. So some nice things. I don't know if that resort for 55 or older, or no?
No, none of the resorts are.
None of the resorts
are. No.
Do you remember the name of it? The Westin? I don't know. We'll get to it though. Basically, when you get on the main roads from one end, from the beginning, like say the north side of the Cape to the end of the Cape to where you hit the water, it's like 5 miles. So everything is just, like I said, a grid. It's just like a straight shot, just up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just a straight shot. So you cannot get lost, literally. If you miss a street, go left, and then go left again.
All the streets either go north and south or east and west.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're not going to get lost here. No. Okay, so while we are driving, I'm just going to go over a couple of the facts. So I was doing a little bit of research, and it said that the population in 2023 of the Cape was 225,000 people. Now, this place is very small to hold 225,000 people.
Well, yeah, it's kind of surrounded by water. It's a peninsula, so there's not much room for expansion. And then on the north side, there's the Cecil Webb Wildlife Management Area. So that kind of blocks it in from the north, and then the river is on the south, and then it's kind of surrounded by water on the east and west.
Yeah.
So it's kind of reached its potential as far as build out goes. There's some more room in the North Cape for some more homes, but that's pretty much it.
So if any of you are watching and you are looking to build, definitely up Burnt Store. So like Burnt Store between Pine Island and then all the way up to Tamiami, which is 41, to Punta Gorda. That's pretty much the only area that is kind of left to really grow, where you have a little bit of space. There's a little space here or there, but basically that's about it.
But there's plenty of existing homes on the market.
Yeah, like 7,000. I was looking a couple days ago, and let me see, I found the exact amount. Homes for sale as of December 16th, 2024, 7,153 homes in the Cape. And like I said, the Cape is so small. It's just a rectangle. It's not that big. I don't know what the land like square miles are. I meant to look that up and I forgot. But it's not that big. Like it's really not. I mean, it's like 5 miles down, 5 miles across, 5 miles up. I mean, like it's really not big. But I was looking at the average home for sale, and it says $429,000. So it's come down in the last couple of years. A few years ago, when it was like booming and everybody was moving here after the pandemic and everything was closed, so they were coming here because we had everything open, the prices went crazy. They went like $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, and it's like this huge, balloon. But now they're coming down because realistically, they weren't worth that much to begin with, honestly.
No, they were overinflated.
It was overinflated, yeah. It was just because we had everything opened here.
Well, yes, it was because people found out, how much freedom we had here still. Although there were a few, regulations put into place, for the most part, things stayed normal here,
Yeah, schools were open.
During and after the pandemic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of people, noticed, what was happening down here, and they chose to move down here, but that kind of peaked a couple of years after the pandemic, and then now it's, values are dropping off.
Yeah, it's leveled off. I mean, there's still a lot of homes. I mean, 7,000 in the Cape, that's a lot. So that's not part of like all of Lee County, which is also Fort Myers. This is Lee County, but like that's not even including Fort Myers. That just was like astronomical. But one thing I thought was kind of cool when I was doing a little bit of the research about the Cape was that it was founded in 1957 by like a set of brothers. And I thought that was kind of cool. And so all they did.
There's a park named after them.
Oh, what was the name of it?
Oh man, I can't remember now.
I can't.
Not the Roth Park, but it was something like that. The something park. It's their last name. The brother's last name.
The brother's last name.
Yes.
So it's kind of cool. Like I would have loved to have lived here if I were alive back in the 1950s, because I bet it was absolutely beautiful. But now it's just a lot of traffic. But anyway, one thing to keep in mind if you do move here is they say we have more canals than in Venice, Italy. Just make sure that you know whether or not you want to live on a saltwater canal or a freshwater canal. Because if you are on a freshwater canal, you're not getting out to the ocean. It has to be more in the South Cape along the river's edge to be able to get to the ocean, to be able to get to Sanibel Island and out to Fort Beach. Okay. So Rosen Park, that's it. Jack and Leonard Rosen. Okay, those are the names of the brothers that founded this place. That's pretty cool. Wonder if they still live here. Well, they'd be very old now, but they'd be like 70 years old. But it's possible. But anyway, yeah, don't make that mistake. A lot of people make that mistake, and the realtors like to do a good job of calling every house here waterfront property, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because like if you have a house across the street and you can see one teeny tiny corner of a canal, they call it waterfront property.
Through your neighbors' houses, across the street, you can see the water.
Yeah, let's not be ridiculous. So do your research, go online and pull up a map. And it's still even going to be hard for a map, but because it doesn't really show it exactly, but you need to look. If you are coming here because you want to get a boat and you want to sail off into the ocean, go to the islands or go down to, I don't know, the Keys or the Bahamas.
You can do all of that.
You can.
You just have to make sure
you're on this side.
Yeah, they don't know that, but on a canal that has saltwater access.
Right.
Access to the Gulf.
So if you call a realtor to look for a home, make sure you ask that specific question. Do I have golf access? Because a lot of them will, yeah, you have water. You could put a boat in there. Yeah, you can. But if it's salt water, that's the only way you're getting to the ocean. And if you're okay with getting to a little lake, and I mean a little bitty lake, then fine. Then get a little tiny John boat and just paddle your way around. But if you want to get out and go fishing, big time fishing, this way, go straight, like where that guy is, and then turn in. So, okay, so we're about to be at the marina. This is a little marina on the southwest side? Yes, the marina at Cape Harbor. And it's open to the public, but it is kind of like a resort. You can rent those rooms. I do believe they have condos, so you can actually purchase some of them.
And there's retail shops, coffee shops, and restaurants.
What are some of the names of them?
We'll
pull in. So there's Fathoms, which is supposed to be one of the biggest ones. A lot of people they've got live entertainment. If you stay here, they have a pool. It's really cute. Pull into the second part. And then there's a lot of people here today. Yeah, it's okay. We just drive through. Just go slow. So there's a restaurant here that's supposed to be, I guess, like the most popular in this little marina called Rum Runners. There it is. Yep. So there's Rum Runners. It's considered a little more upscale. On the other side of the restaurant is the water. So you can get to it on a boat. And this is all saltwater access. That's the Caloosahatchee. Or you can just park, and then you can go back over to the right, park, and just kind of walk around. There's, like you said, there's a bunch of retail shops, some cute little, Florida type of shops, some a little upscale. What else is there? Oh, there's the coffee shop. Okay, straight ahead is the boat ramp. You can pull straight up and then just back out, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if we'll go yelled at.
I'll pull in here and back out.
And then turn around.
Yeah.
So, here comes a boat in there now.
There's some pelicans over there.
Oh, look, you should have pulled right up to the boat ramp.
I will.
So if you live on that side of the Cape, which is if you're going north, it would be the west side, sorry. You could take your boat from your home and get right into the water. You can come over here and park, go into the restaurant. People are looking at us like, what are you doing? Chill out, we're backing up. There's another boat.
Yeah.
So this is a nice little area, especially at Christmas time. They usually have a lot of Christmas decorations up, and I don't see the Christmas tree. Yeah, I think it's there. So nice little place just to walk. They do have public parking. You going around this side?
Yeah, well, there's some new condos or something back here. I don't know if we can get in there, but
okay.
Me and Tom walked back there when they were just building them. It looks like they've got them finished now, but they're really nice.
Yeah, I haven't been over here in a little while.
And they're right. They back right up to the water right over there.
So there used to be, what did they call it, honey? A channel lock, where boats had to pause and
I guess that's what they're doing. They're removing the lock.
They're removing the lock.
That's right. I forgot.
So now, if you have a boat, it'll be a lot easier if you just scoot on through. Oh yeah, looks like you can take it around full circle.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why the lock was ever put there. It was just, it didn't even separate in fresh water from salt water or anything. It just was a doorway for the boats to come in and out right here, and they finally, I guess, after all these years, decided it was dumb for it to be there. They're removing it now.
Huh.
Oh, look at those, are cool.
I know, those look nice. Okay. So yeah, this is a nice little place to walk, and you can, on the other side, there's the marina with tons of boats, and you can walk and got a little boardwalky area. There's what's the name of the coffee shop Brett worked at? The French Press. Yes, the French Press. That's kind of cute, and they've got a little outdoor place you can eat. They've got just some small breakfast foods and lots of different coffees. You can just, walk your little dog. Okay, let's go to Cape Coral Parkway. To the left. So now we're going to head up to Cape Coral Parkway and take a right.
And these are really nice homes back here, too.
All saltwater access.
Yeah. Well, not every home, but the ones that are on the water do have saltwater access. There are some homes that do not have access.
Yeah, but if you look on a map, you can tell.
Yes.
But if this is probably the nicest area, don't you think? I would think so.
Oh yeah, South Cape for
South
sure.
Cape, yeah. Over by this marina. So off of Chiquita and south of Cape Coral Parkway. Higher dollar homes, more expensive homes, but definitely, real nice. Pretty much just about everybody has a boat.
Well, because all of these homes on the south end of town, these are the ones that have the saltwater access.
Yeah.
And you can just go right out your backyard and jump on your boat and be in the Gulf. That some of them have a little bit more of a longer, route getting there, depending on where, how far back up in, town you are, but you can get there.
Yeah. So as far as restaurants and stuff, there's tons of restaurants. So when we turn right on Cape Coral Parkway, heading toward Fort Myers, we'll see lots of them. Kind of like downtown-y-ish area for the Cape. Lots of cute little trendy places, some bars, some restaurants. They have something called the pub crawl, which we've never done that before, but they have like special activities that you can go to during holidays, and all the places are open. You can just kind of like hit one place after the other. It's even though the Cape is small, it's a party place for sure when you go to downtown. What would you say is your favorite restaurant here in the Cape?
In the Cape, I don't know.
Yeah, turn right.
I think the very best. I love Mexican food, but the very best Mexican food it's a place called Monarcas.
Oh, okay.
But it's a little pricey. So I like the one that we go to out on Burn Store or off of Burn Store.
Oh, the one by Publix, yes.
That's the one I like, because it's not as pricey and the food's just as good.
So I will say, I agree with you, but I will say the coolest Mexican is the newest restaurant that opened up, Tito Ortiz.
Oh, yeah.
If any of you don't know, he's an MMA champion. Decided to leave his hometown of, where is he from? Colorado. I was going to say Colorado. Huntington Beach, California, where he was like, I think he tried to be the mayor or something like that. He was really big into politics.
Mayor pro temp for a while.
Yeah. And he got sick of how everything was in California. So he moved here, opened a restaurant, and his kids go to school here. And he's pretty active in the Cape Coral community. He came during the hurricane and did a whole lot of work and helped out a lot of people. He's pretty awesome. You can go to his restaurant. He'll come talk to you, checks on you at the table. Very concerned about the quality of his food. And it's pretty awesome. So we'll pass that. That's Tito's Cantina on Cape Coral Parkway. There's another restaurant that opened up not long ago, like if you like Italian food, and it's called Two Meatballs in a Kitchen. We haven't eaten there yet.
No.
Brett loves it. My mom loves it. Olivia loved it. We haven't eaten there yet, but people say it's really, really good. And we already passed Rum Runners, but there's another one too that is on Cape Coral Parkway, and that is Ford's Garage, which is very good. There's also another one downtown in Fort Myers. But yeah, it's very good.
Well, I'm gonna point something out.
Look at Duffy's.
Oh yeah,
that's another one everyone goes to. Duffy's is really, really packed all the time.
Oh man, they're parking in the grass.
Yeah, it's hard to get a spot in at Duffy's.
I was gonna talk about the roads, the condition of the roads, because they're really good here. Remember, back home, we're originally from Memphis, Tennessee. And the roads there,
Oh, yeah.
they're horrible with the potholes and stuff. But we get the cold weather and all the rain, and that's when it freezes, it pops up. The water freezes and it pops up the asphalt and causes potholes. Well, here it never freezes, so that doesn't happen. So the roads just stay really good.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have to worry about getting new tires all the time.
Or damage your vehicle from hitting potholes.
That's true. Yeah, and one good thing they do here in the city is they do take really good care of like the landscaping in places. They do. There's you'll see in downtown, like the median, it's real cute. They got flowers and they have the palm trees. It did look a lot better, I will say, a couple years ago before the hurricanes. But, this whole area right here was completely demolished, completely underwater, houses ruined. It was absolutely terrible. Boats were in the middle of the street here. It was ruined. So,
well, yeah, it came up to, it actually crossed Cape Coral Parkway just a little, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Because Park and Brew got flooded.
Yep, all of it was flooded. So since Hurricane Ian, this is a huge improvement. So that is one good thing. The city does take pride in trying to keep up with everything looking nice and building. And there's some new condos. Are there condos, apartments? What are they coming up here?
Yeah, apartments. Maybe kind of mixed. Some of both.
We should turn on Coronado and go by the boathouse real quick.
Okay.
So, after Hurricane Ian, one of my favorite restaurants was the Boathouse. It was sitting right on the Caloosahatchee. I loved it. You can sit in the sand. You can eat. It was so cute. And look at the pier. See, here's a bunch of new buildings that they're building in downtown Cape.
Right. These are the ones that are going to be apartments and possibly some condos too. I don't know. Those are definitely condos there.
Yeah, there's more coming up too on the left. But Hurricane Ian completely ruined the boathouse completely. It took them a couple months and they rebuilt it. And then after they got everything looking so cute and so perfect, then we had Hurricane Milton, which decided to also trash the heck out of it, which wasn't as bad. They were able to get it up pretty quickly. And then the night that they opened it, it caught fire and burnt. So we will drive past that. So you'll get to see that. But that's real unfortunate. Because it's like my favorite. It's always been one of my favorite places because they had the best breakfast. And oh my God, it was so good. But
it's right on the water.
Yeah, it was right on the water. And, Hurricane Ian destroyed the pier. And that sucked so badly. But at least we have the boathouse still. And you have like a little area where you can kind of bring your kids and sit in the sand and play. So we still have that. But now, after Hurricane Milton, though, it just, jacked it all up again. So for the past couple of years, the Cape's really gotten hit hard by all the hurricanes.
Well, what ended up happening was, I think you mentioned it, how it eventually caught on fire and the whole thing burned down.
Yeah, literally the night of the opening. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I heard it was something in the kitchen, some kind of an electrical thing, but everybody was so excited to get it back up. And then, in the middle of the night, I think, maybe it was like 11 or 12 at night, I'm not sure. But thankfully nobody was in the restaurant, just a couple of workers who were able to get out safely. But yeah, there was nothing they could do. It literally just burnt. It was so sad. So now it's all closed.
And there's a lot of homes for sale down here. These are all homes that got flooded during Ian.
Yeah.
This was all underwater because we got storm surge here. It was a direct hit. The Cape took a direct hit from Ian, and every bit of this was underwater. So all these homes have been completely gutted and
renovated. But all of them, every weekend, it's open house.
Yep.
But I mean, remember when we were driving through here during Ian or after Ian? Literally, there were boats in the middle of the road. We couldn't even get through here.
Yeah.
So we're still along the south side of the Cape. I mean, if you took a right, which we will at the end, you'll go, not
The
into the
river.
water, but you'll hit the water.
The homes on the right side all back right up to the water, the river,
Yeah.
the Caloosahatchee River, which comes from Lake Okeechobee and runs west into the Gulf.
It is really nice over here. I mean, there's virtually no crime. I mean, it's so nice, and most of the people that live here are a little bit older, and a lot of these homes are like their winter homes. So, they all have boats, and it's just real quiet and peaceful. It's a nice place to walk or ride your bike, or, typically early in the mornings, you'll see people walking their dogs. Everybody's very active, but it's just not as nice as it was before the hurricane. But I mean, it still looks pretty good. But all this is gone. Oh, there goes our bow. We had a bow. It's gone. It was from Christmas. That's okay. Anywho, over to the left, there was a yacht club, but it got destroyed from Hurricane Ian, so they tore that down. There's like a little pickleball, racquetball kind of court. They tore that down too. And straight ahead is the boat ramp, which right now is closed. I'm not sure. They're not really watching what they're doing. Right now it's closed.
That's the river.
But that's the river. And that, if you look to the right, beach. All of that goes to the islands. That goes straight out to the Gulf. It's, it's really cute. There's still a lot of people that come here and just play in the sand. It's a nice little, small little beachy area. But you may need to go around them.
Yeah.
They're from Georgia.
They're going to go. Oh, you can see the boathouse up there.
Yeah, you can see the top of the boathouse where it all burnt up.
A few Georgia tags.
Yeah, they're probably just here visiting.
Ontario.
Oh, Ontario, there's Snowbird.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Illinois.
Yeah. So this is what it used to look so stinking cute. You can go around this way. It was so cute, but it looks pretty bad now. The pier just got trashed, and now the boathouse just, really sad. It was one of my favorites. They say they are going to rebuild, and there is another boathouse, same people, I think, that own it.
Yeah.
In Fort Myers, also on the Caloosahatchee, just as cute, but this was my favorite place. You could just park your boat over here, pull up, get gas, have lunch, have breakfast, whatever, and then just go on out to the islands. But not now. They say they're going to rebuild, but I don't know. They haven't started, and it's been, I don't know. When was the hurricane? Back in October?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead. All right. So where should we drive to now? Where would be another nice place to show?
What, in the Cape?
Yeah.
I mean, Del Prado.
Okay, we'll just go up Del Prado and then come across Del Prado.
That's it. It's the thing is, there's only like 3 major streets where all the stuff is. And
all the shopping and restaurants.
Everything else is just residential. Everything.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's like a rectangle, and along the perimeter, that's where the shopping, the restaurants. Oh, I know. Go right, and then go to downtown Cape where they have the farmers market.
Okay.
We can go around there, and that's cute. So the downtown Cape area is really cute because on Saturdays they have the farmers market, and just like the coffee shops. They have an ice cream store. They've got a little diner, a couple little diners. There's like the Metro Diner, the South Cape Diner. Good little areas to get some food. We'll do that, and then we'll hit Del Prado, and then come across Pine Island. So basically, that's it. It's just like the perimeter. That's where you do your shopping. Even the small streets that are in between in the residential areas, pretty much every small street that runs like north to south, they all have a Publix on it. A Publix and a dollar store. So you're never like 5 minutes away from a Publix
or a dollar store,
or a Dollar General
or a car wash,
or a car wash,
or a mini storage.
or a mini storage. There's a mini storage on every single main road.
And they're still building them.
And they're still building them. Yeah, it's crazy. So there's no shortage of, even as small as the Cape is, there's no shortage of restaurants, grocery stores, like 20 Publix, Rite Aids, everything you could think of. There's tons of doctors. You could stay in the Cape and not leave and be okay. I mean, as far as the schools go, I don't even know how many schools there are. There are not that many. I mean, Lee County has a ton, but in the Cape, I think there's only like 4 high schools, a couple of middle schools, a couple of elementary schools. But, according to most people, they're all pretty decent. So I would say if you have kids in high school, Ida Baker would be the number one. From what I hear, Ida Baker is the number one. And the cool thing is here, it doesn't matter where you live in the Cape, you pick your school. So it's a lottery, basically. When you get here, you go in Fort Myers, you go to the school, the county office, you fill out your application for your child, and then you pick your top 5 schools, and then they try to get you into the top school. If there's a seat for them, you get it. If not, you get your second school. So that's kind of cool. It doesn't matter where you live. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter, if you live on a saltwater canal or a freshwater canal or in a little apartment or whatever. It doesn't matter. You pick the schools that you want to go to, and you get them. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I've heard people here complain about it, but I liked it compared to where we came from, how it was. They had districts
which are like most places, I think.
Right. Your child went to the school of the district that you lived in. But the thing was, you would buy a house in that district wanting your kid to go to that school, and then they would rezone the districts every 5 years.
Yeah, and then you're out of luck. Then you got to try to move again.
Right, exactly. So I like this better. When I tell people that, they're like, oh, yeah, I understand, but, at first, the whole school choice thing, kind of doesn't make sense because your kid might be going to a school that's all the way across town, like ours when he was in middle school.
That's right.
But
even still, it's
school,
like 20 minutes away. It's still not that bad.
Right. No, it ain't. No.
But to get in a good school, what were you saying?
Oh, well, it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Do we go straight here to go into the little downtown area through
No.
Coronado, or we go?
Well, no. Yeah, you want to go past that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like where they have
I think so.
the market and Taco Works and all that good stuff.
Yes. Then I think we go to the
Straight.
next.
Okay, and then take a right. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoop, we got it. That's okay. We good. Yeah, there's definitely no shortage of Walgreens. There's about one of those every corner too, which is really nice.
Southeast 47th Terrace.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
So we're coming into the downtown Cape area. So we're kind of parallel to Cape Coral Parkway. But there's some really cute stuff over here. Some more little restaurants.
There's some kind of wood-fired pizza place.
Mm. Yeah, we've been here now like 6 years. We've still only been a few places. And these are new. These are like new apartments and condos and
yeah, brand new.
If you're on the if they're even open yet, I know. If you're on the top floor, you can see into the water. All the way out, you can. I'm sure they're probably the most expensive ones, but
yeah.
The Cove